Dear students, in this module, we'll be continuing with our ongoing chapter of biology, chapter 4, Animal Kingdom. Let us continue with our second phylum, that is phylum Coelenterata or Cnidaria. Talking about the phylum Cnidaria, that is the cnidarians, the general characteristics are they have tissue level of organization. The symmetry is radial, that means the body can be divided along the radius into two equal halves. They have two layers, therefore diploblastic, that is ectoderm and endoderm. They are acoelomate organisms, that means the cavity between the gut wall and the body wall is absent. Talking about the cnidarians, there are 9,000 species present and the habitat is generally aquatic or they are marine in nature. They are generally marine, but few freshwater forms like hydra are also found. They are sessile, that means they are attached to substratum, example hydra. They are free swimming. The example of free swimming cnidarians are jellyfish. They are solitary, that means they could be found singly like hydra, or they could be found in colonies like Physalia. Talking about the general characters, the digestive system is incomplete. They've got an incomplete alimentary canal. The digestion could be intra or extracellular, where the food is digested with the help of the enzymes and the food particles they are engulfed. Looking at the body of the hydra, which is a cnidarian, we can see that there's an opening referred to as the mouth, the finger-like projections called as the tentacles. The cnidoblast or the stinging cells are present on the tentacles. The tentacles help in capturing of the prey. They play a role in defense as well as in anchorage or to procure food. The food of the cnidarians could be the Daphnia, that's a water flea. Because they've got a tissue level of organization, therefore respiratory system and circulatory system are absent. Talking about the reproduction, they exhibit a sexual mode of reproduction which takes place by budding, and medusae, they reproduce sexually. The male gonad and the female gonad, they produce the sex cell, that is the egg cell and the sperm cell, which fuse to form zygote. Zygote is a single cell having two nuclei. Meiotic division takes place so as to maintain the chromosome number. The organisms are diploid in nature, they exhibit diploidy. So as to maintain the chromosome number, they undergo meiosis so as to produce haploid sperm and egg, which fuse together to form diploid zygote. The fertilization, it takes place in external medium. The water is used for fertilization. The sexes, they are separate. The male and the female are separate, and the development is indirect as there is formation of planula, that's the larva. They've got a gastrovascular cavity when we talk about the digestive system. Talking about the unique features, that's the tentacles. The tentacles, they are basically the finger-like structures which are used to capture food, and they also play a role in defense mechanism. Cnidoblasts, they are present on the tentacles and they are filled up with poison-filled capsule which are referred to as nematocyst. As can be seen in the diagrammatic representation, the capsule bears the nematocyst, which are fluid-filled cell. The cnidoblast use them for anchorage, defense and capturing of the prey. As can be seen in the diagram, which is enlarged over here, The tentacles, they bear this coiled thread-like structure, and this coiled thread will get discharged when they see a prey so as to capture the prey and to protect themselves. Talking about the gastrovascular cavity, the digestive tract as discussed, they have a central gastrovascular cavity as can be seen in the diagrammatic representation over here. This is the gastrovascular cavity, and they've got the opening, they've got the part hypostome, it bears the opening. It's a common opening, that is the mouth as well as the anus for the intake as well as the elimination of the food. This is the entire body, that's and they've got a finger like projections called as tentacles. Now there are two forms, that is the polyp form and the medusae. As can be seen over here, this is the polyp form and the other one is referred to as the medusae. Now the polyp, it's basically cylindrical form, whereas when we talk about medusae, that's an umbrella shaped form. And medusae, they are generally free living, whereas the polyp, they are sessile, that means they are attached to the substratum. Basically, some of the coelentrates, they remain in the polyp form only, like Hydra or Adamsia. Talking about the unique feature, that is the polyp and the medusae form. As can be seen in the diagram, that's the polyp form, it's a tubular form, which has got mouth and the tentacles in the upward direction, whereas the medusae, it's the free swimming form, which has got an umbrella-like structure with the mouth and the tentacles below. The example of medusae form, it's Aurelia, that's jellyfish. Polyp and Adamsia exhibit, Hydra and Adamsia exhibit the polyp form. Moving on to the alternation of generation, that is what is referred to as metagenesis. It is the phenomenon which is exhibited by certain cnidarians where polyp produce medusae by asexual reproduction, and medusae in turn forms again polyp by sexual reproduction. It is observed in Obelia. As can be seen in the diagrammatic representation, the male and the female gonad produce the male and female gamete, that is again sperm, which fuse by the process of fertilization to produce zygote, which is a single cell having two nuclei. The zygote then undergoes indirect development to form larva, which develops into mature polyp, and the polyp again produces medusae sexually. The unique features again include the corals. They've got the skeleton which is made up of calcium carbonate. Coral colonies grow extensively in size to form extensive masses of coral reefs, which form stable marine ecosystem. The famous Great Barrier Reef is found in northeast coast of Australia. Sea anemone forms association with mollusca harboring hermit crab. This type of association is called commensalism or mutualism even. So talking about in this module, the examples include the mushroom corals, the brain coral, the Madrepora. These are certain examples of the corals. In this module, we carried out a detailed discussion on the phylum, that is the second phylum in the kingdom Animalia, which is referred to as the Cnidarians or the Coelenterata. Hopefully, you must have garnered all the concepts thoroughly. Thank you.